I've been waiting to get to this video. So Detroit Pistons signed Chuck Clark. So this is a guy in 2024 who missed the season with a torn ACL. Towards the end of 2025, he missed that season with a torn pec. Last year he played 15 games, started 5. I just don't really understand the obsession with damaged goods in Brad Holmes. And I think the correlation is price tag? I think to a certain extent, you pay low and hope that, they stay healthy and they perform above the expectation that you have for them. I think that has a lot to do with it. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I can agree with that, where I pay them a little bit of nothing, and then if they over anything they do, beyond average is great for us. So I think it is a frugal thing. I think people kind of opening their eyes with the Ragnar situation. I think it is them being frugal. Is going to get these broken up guys. And I'd rather just deal with guys who got character concerns, young guys who got character concerns, and mentor them before I deal with, guys that's broken up. I mean, obviously Dan Campbell, he makes the adjustment and he says, okay, we're not going to do, I thought this truck was going backwards. We're not going to do the joint practices no more. We possibly might play our starters in preseason. He made the adjustment, but Brad can't shake his injury prone addiction. He ain't making the adjustments. And people can say, well, I like what the Lions did in free. And I'm not opposed to it. But when you add two dudes who've had major injuries, and the DJ, the Wanham kid, and the kid, the linebacker from Texans, I mean, even if you taking chances with guys that's just supposed to be depth guys and rotational guys, we already know the first wave of Lions gonna get injured. So you're gonna need the second and third, waves of Lions. So you need to have some type of traditional durability there, and they just don't have it. This is how you have 20-some people go down 2 years in a row. And 1 year, 20-some people went down on IR on the side of football. You just like, okay, we tried Marcus Davenport. Okay, let's go try fucking Peyton Turner. Like, are you ridiculous? Like, he has a fucking problem that really needs to be put out there. And I get it. You're not working with a budget where you can go to, Trader Joe's, or you can go to Whole Foods and get the premium ingredients to make the spread that you need to make. But and I understand, Sheila or Martha, whatever one of them in there. Oh, they want high care. Fuck that character shit. This Detroit. We don't want to hear nothing about that high character. That's what happened when you got female leadership in that situation. I don't give a hell what you do at the crib. Long as you ain't hitting, killing no kids, murdering nobody, hitting nobody, none of that type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's to the point for me, I'm just tired of it, bro. And it really hits home because the Lions, the Fords are just cheap. That's the truth of it. The Fords are cheap. They're cheap. And this is why he and then also he got affection for people because his career got cut short because he had an accident. We get it. We fucking get it, but we had enough of it because it cost us a championship, bro. It cost us a championship. We tired of seeing no problem with Chuck Clark. Shout out to Philly. He from Philly. No issue with Chuck Clark, a 6th-round draft pick that's still in the league. No issue with Peyton Turner. This ain't personal. We tired of this shit, man. Tired of it. It's like every time you go, you get to Christmas and you get a new game and it's cracked or it's chewed. Remember you used to get this? You can't even play it because it's damaged. Like, nobody want damaged goods, bro. Go spend the money, bro. Go spend the money. Go manipulate the cap. But, this year going to be a pivotal turn in the Lions season. If this going to work where some of these guys are booms and not busts, if this is going to work, it's going to be because they had a good draft and Dan Campbell made the adjustment to keep his players fresh. This is going to be in spite the injury-prone addiction. They're going to do this in spite Brad Holmes. And if he have another bad draft 3 years in a row, you might as well count the contract until they get fired. You know what I'm saying? And Brad gonna get this motherfucker Dan fired for no reason, bro. Dan's a good coach. but really brag and hide behind the fact that I didn't have full range of finances. And now, you know, they don't want free agents. Let me say that now. This is why they take the money back for Frank Ragnow from Calvin Berry. They don't want free agents. When they kind of say people don't want to come to Detroit, I think people love coming to Detroit. Once you live in the suburbs and understand, like, man, there, you know, everything is convenient. It's not like living in the South where you got to drive halfway across the city, you know, halfway across the world just to get to the other side of the city. You know, Dominican Sue planted roots here. You know, Calvin Johnson got roots here. Chris Webber came back in. And when I say roots, they plant businesses here. You know what I'm saying? You know, so people love being here because when they leave, they usually come here and plant some type of rights to have a home here, have a business here, have a con, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just these Fords, bro. That's the curse. That's the Detroit curse, the Lions curse. It's the ownership. It's the Fords. I hate when people get next to like big trucks and buses and they start driving all scary and shit. Drive that motherfucking van, bro. You get next to this you know, this coach truck, you know, where they had like you go on field trips to. He acting scary, man. Like, drive that fucking van, dude. Ain't nothing to be scared about. Just take your time and get out of my way. I ain't seen an Indian Trail bus in a minute. I used to have fun on them jokers, boy. Remember I had this one girl on. Let me stop. Let me stop. We was going to see the point. When my homeboy people trip, his class trip, and they was like, they needed somebody else. I'm like, shit, I'm pulling up. The girl he wanted, took her like that. He was cool about it. But wild times. But yeah, man, you just tired of the injury prone dudes, man. But the curse is the Fords. That's the curse. Ain't no Bobby Lane. It's the curse of William Clay Ford, Martha Firestone Ford, she's the richest bitch in Akron, by the way. Let me let you know, she the richest in Akron, not y'all King LeBron. And Sheila Hamp Ford. You know what's so funny about Sheila? The funny thing about Sheila is everybody else wanted to sell the team, but Sheila was like, we should keep the team. Like, we all thought Sheila was different. I'm different. Sheila ain't different. She the same ass OG. Same OG. Even though I'm out way on TV, might not go 0-16. Ain't no shame in me. Still gonna lose in these Detroit streets. No matter, man. Until they get rid of the Lions will never win shit. But hey, hit the link in the description. Find me everywhere: X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Oh, no, I appreciate the love and support.